do what I do.
Just trying to have honest conversations with folks. You see, and I don't think they're listening. You see what I mean? That's the other thing. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, lost you guys for a minute. I'm still here. So we are back with the video footage, and again, this is entitled, "White People Lash Out Against Latinos." Check this video.
Go. All right, let's fact check this. So up until 1821, Mexico wasn't Mexico. It was New Spain. And you know,
All right, so now you got people invalidating the arguments. Again, as I said earlier, if we want to talk about America being stolen, it was stolen from the Indians, technically. But the truth is, the Indians, the Native Americans, they had been fighting each other and taking resources from each other. And so European settlers and other folks came over from the Eastern Hemisphere and took it and fought it from them. I mean, that's the way war goes. It just is what it is. So this gentleman is basically invalidating invalidating the argument that somehow these folks are entitled to come over here and basically take over and claim that this is Mexico, even though the truth is Mexico sold Texas, California, and those other territories to the United States at around 1850. So I'll let him talk.
why it was called New Spain? Because Spain ruled that area from 1521 to 1821. And 1821
Shout out to my man Black Marvel. I'm gonna read all the super chats when we finish.
marked the end of the Mexican War of Independence. And in 1821, states like
Now the thing is, let's add a little context to this. Okay, so Polk, he basically offered to purchase that territory for $30 million. Mexico declined. Thereafter, Polk incited a war by sending Texans and other Americans to what was the northern part territory of Mexico, which brought about a war. And then after America won the war, they said, okay, well, we're not going to give you $30 million. We're going to give you 15. Now, $15 million at that time in 1850, more or less, was the Treaty of Hidalgo, by the way, was worth about 500 to 600 million. So 30 million would have been worth about $1 billion. But Mexico declined. A war started. We won and still offered them 15 million. They signed it. And there it was. Okay, so I'll lay a little context for you guys. Okay,
like California, Arizona, parts of Wyoming, Utah, Texas, Nevada were all owned by Mexico. But before you jump to a conclusion, hold up, wait a minute, something's not right. But in 1846, during the Mexican-American War, American settlers in California staged the Bear Flag Revolt, declaring an independent California republic just the way Texas did. And that Mexican-American War only lasted 2 years, from 1846 to 1848. But then, in the year 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended the war. And Mexico ceded California, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, parts of Colorado, Texas, and parts.
So you see, this is in that. But what I'm trying to understand, you guys, is the sympathy is gone for the plight. Right now, people are saying, "Hold on a minute," and they're starting to dig into it. They're invalidating their arguments. All right. So this is where it starts. All right?
Of Wyoming.
In other words, you don't own it anyway. It's ours. And now we're going to go to the next step, and that is to defend what's ours. Okay.
To the United States in exchange, get ready, for $15 million. No, but it
Now, $15 million at that time period would have been worth about anywhere from 500 to 600 million. Okay.
was stolen. No, it was purchased. In 1850, California was instituted as the 31st state of the United States as part of the Compromise of 1850. And just in case that explanation wasn't enough, when I purchase a car from someone else, the moment that I sign my signature on the pink slip, that property is mine. That previous owner has no more ties to that vehicle. From the moment that money was exchanged, a purchase was complete, put into the DMV on writing, that person renounced their ownership. Not because it was stolen, not because it was taken, because it was purchased.
Yeah.
California.
So you can't really argue with that. You know, that makes sense. Nevertheless, you still have folks saying stuff like this.
Crime Watch, a local woman under arrest this hour, accused of tearing down the American flag at Hart Park and raising the national flag of Mexico in its place. The arrest caught on camera.
You're not gonna tell me what to do. This is Mexican land. Look at that flag, because that flag isn't on the floor, is it? Hey. Is it? Hey. You can't say I'm disrespecting. No, esta es mi tierra. Esta es mi tierra. Esta es mi tierra.
Come here.
Okay, my people kill you. I'm going to see that you're hurting.
How well do you think these are law enforcement? And this woman, I was just so I can lay the foundation. This woman is in a public park. She took down the American flag. She raised the Mexican flag. And then when the law enforcement officers arrested her, I guess for trespassing or tampering with public property, she said, my people are going to kill you. All right. Now, this is one of those cases where women are out here, you know, writing checks that the men are going to have to cash. You see? And this is out of pocket. Okay. It's out of pocket. We're not living in an environment where people are, you know, you it's a racially charged environment, and you got this woman out here doing this.
You're gonna regret it when you okay. Touch me, my when your kids die. When your kids die, you're squishing my hand, and they already know. You don't need to take me.
Stop her.
Take me. Take me. Take me.
Take her down.
Take me.
She's on the ground. She's all right. We'll get her. Stop.
All this happening this morning around 9:30.
This is out in Kern County, California.
The Kern County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Crystal Aguilar cut the chain securing the flagpole at the entrance to the park.
That's her right there, putting the Mexican flag up right there. Look at that.
Park, removed the American flag, threw it into the
I mean, she came out there with gate cutters to cut the flag.
mud and replaced it with the flag of Mexico. When park rangers attempted to detain Aguilar, she responded with a slew of threats. She was taken into custody, put to jail, threatening a peace officer, resisting arrest.
All right. So, you know, things are moving, and they're moving quick. Okay. Now, what's going to happen? What do you see happening? Well, of course, what's going to happen is there's going to be a response. Now, we don't have to, you know, when you're dealing, when there's no longer sympathy for you. Okay.
DennisSpurling, got the mic on fire.
Black father, I have black son.
Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talk ignite. Every episode brings the light. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's family. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins, enjoy the ride. Come say hi, catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits always inside. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare.
what I do.
You know that.
Your ass, class, don't call me. Man, what? You tall black women up inside. I don't give a fuck about